Hi there. This will be another casual conversation that I will have about my daughter and how it's incredible how social media is impacting my 5 year old. Okay, and feel free to give me your thoughts, especially if you're a parent. Okay, let me just finish this hot tea. Okay, so let me put it to you this way. My daughter, she is in school. Obviously, she gets up in the morning at around 8 o'clock. She goes to school. At 1 o'clock, it kind of finishes, and then she goes to the teacher's house to play with the children. And she comes back by 4 o'clock. It's kind of four now. By 4:30, my wife will go and pick her up. So once she comes back, say approximately half an hour it takes, or if my wife goes shopping, say by 5, my daughter will be at home, say roughly 5 p.m. Once she's at home, she generally takes a shower. And or if she's very hungry, my wife will just change her clothes, just wipe a little bit here and there. But generally, she has a quick bath, and she will eat. And thankfully, my daughter eats vegetables. She likes vegetables. She likes meat. She likes eggs. Likes rice. So she's not very fussy about eating healthy food. Yeah, occasionally she just loves chocolates and a little bit of chocolate juice, like chocolate milk or something. But we make sure that she eats this natural food. And then if she wants, she can eat crisps or chips, which is not natural food. It is all processed. Okay, anyway. So while she's eating, she will sit on this small little monitor, which is, I think, a 27-inch, I think, Samsung old cheap monitor, which has an internet connection, a flat screen, and she watches her YouTube videos, which is mostly all these children like some Coco channel. You know what I'm talking about, Coco Mania or Coco Melon, something like that. And then she watches all these kiddie kind of programs, okay, like unboxing of toys and family going out, playing with the pets, and you have these grown adults who act like there's one guy with Mr. So and so. He has pink, orange glasses and blue shirt, and he plays around and shows children, oh, this is the museum and these are animals. So, they have children friendly programs. However, here's a strange thing. Sometimes my daughter watches a cartoon called Booba, Booba, okay? And I'll tell you why I brought that Booba character up. And sometimes she watches, and Booba is funny. It's actually like Tom and Jerry. Okay, so she watches Booba, and she watches. There's one other channel where this, I don't know, these. I don't know whether it's Russian or but it's British or whatever. Blonde hair, blue eyed, small little girls. They're playing with a doll house, and they show a book which is kind of do it yourself. You have that character which is like how you used to have Barbie dolls and you dress up the Barbie dolls. So here it is all in a book, which the character is there and you can stick. It's kind of magnetic or some property it has. All right. And the name of that is, I'll give you the name, Avatar World Paper Doll House. You can Google search Avatar, and I'll tell you why I'm giving this name also. Okay. Now, and she watches this every time. Now, why did I tell you about Booba, the character, which I want you to Google search and find out? Booba as a character is very slapstick. It's like Charlie Chaplin, but a small character. It's like Tom and Jerry, fall down and bang and shout and all that, like Minions. Okay. So this character, he sometimes does all these funny sounds, oh, ee, and all that. He does all this, and wow, 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 he goes like that. And sometimes when I call my daughter, or when she's playing with the guinea pig, or when she's playing with the dog or something, she will make this sound. She'll make exactly like how it was on Booba. And I didn't know from where she was getting all this. Like she was like, ee, ooh, she would make all these sounds. So one day I asked my wife, why she's making the sound, and she was like, oh, her character Booba was doing it. So I told her, just tell her not to do that. It's like, don't do it. And my daughter used to do it because it used to be funny, and she would laugh. My daughter would also laugh. And by the way, after my daughter eats food for 1 hour, she'll be there. And then my wife will give her something to play. In fact, I've bought checkers, chess, snakes and ladders, different board games so she can play there. And before sleeping, 1 hour before sleeping, she sleeps at 8 or 9. She will get the iPad, that is a Samsung tablet, where she'll watch I purchased a program where for 1 year where she can, interactive, like press this, press that games, and all the friendly nursery rhymes and funny stuff. Okay, whatever. I purchased a program. So she will watch that and then she will sleep. She doesn't make a fuss. Anytime we tell her enough, she stops. Okay. So she was continuing this Booba thing because the response in the cartoon is when the guy does, everyone is, runs away. It's kind of funny. So my daughter assumed, if she does this, it will be funny for all of us, or we will find it funny. I told my wife, correct her, but obviously she wouldn't take it very serious. So one day when she came here and we were we ordered pizza, and my wife was taking a video, because now my wife has a YouTube channel, and a small one, hardly 2 or 3 videos are there. And I'm encouraging her, she's being creative about it through her phone. So when she was taking the video and I gave my daughter a slice, she made that same irritating sound, and all that. And I got irritated because, when you're having a family environment and we're eating, you just like to eat and, be normal and be natural. Don't overact. In fact, one of my previous videos, which I shared with you, where I shared that, I took out the smartphone to take photographs for the Instagram and record on the shorts. I took the phone, my wife took her phone, and my daughter had a toy phone, which doesn't actually work. It shows a video camera. It is Chinese one. So she also took out her phone. So now you have all 3 individuals taking out their phone, and nobody's eating. Everyone's taking on the phone. So when I put the phone to take a selfie of all of us, it was so ridiculous because I was taking the selfie, I was holding it like this. My wife is holding it like this. My daughter's. So it's like, what the hell is this? Like, then I realized it's not them to blame, it's me to blame, because they are watching me. But in my case, I'm a content creator. Okay. In my case, I'm not giving an excuse. I'm a content creator. I need to capture some of these moments. And yes, sometimes memories are required. And it's not that I tell my wife, don't do it at all. It's good to do it. But now when you have a guy who is a content creator and a wife who does it for fun, and now you have a daughter who's also doing it for fun. I mean, just can you imagine, we ordered a pizza and everyone's busy taking photos and videos and nobody's eating, and the pizza gets cold very fast, and before you know it, the pizza stopped being fresh, it stopped being hot. And from that particular day, I have made it very clear to my wife, who's going to take the video. If you're taking, I will not take. If I take, you will not take. Okay? But baby is definitely not going to take, because someone needs to enjoy, someone needs to have the moment. So my wife by default has said, you take the video, and in between you can just give me the phone and I will just take 2-3 snaps. So we have agreed on that. So my wife kind of explained it to my daughter in a nice way, why we take videos or photographs and why she doesn't need to take. So my daughter was perfectly okay. She understood. But now, I told you about the Booba part, how she was following that. But here comes the part that really shocked me, kind of surprised me. I told you the name, no? Avatar World Paper Doll House. Now, if you Google search Avatar Doll Paper House, let me do it by myself to see what you get. Avatar Doll Paper House. Okay. When you Google search, you will get, you'll get videos. Yes, you get a lot of videos, how to make a cute paper doll house, DIY, Avatar World, sticker book, Okay, you'll get all these videos, and if you click on the shopping or the images, you'll get where all they are selling all this. Okay, it's actually a very colorful book, very colorful pink book for girls with all these characters where you can, like removable stickers you can put and put their clothes, and in some cases you can even make it like a house, you can fix and all that. So now here's the funny thing. If I went through Shopee, which is like Amazon, and in this they have various doll houses, many, and for me as a parent, I can't differentiate. I'll see if I can share with you a screenshot. I can't differentiate. All of them look the same. For me, my eyes, all of them look the same, more or less the same. Okay. But, and I was just checking which one is the best for my daughter, which one would, like where I can get a good deal. Maybe I can buy 4, 5, 6 of them. And I was actually planning to buy, like, speak to the seller and tell him I will buy 10 from you. Okay. And it's slightly pricey. Huh? It's around, for Thai people, it is definitely pricey. It's $10 each, or sometimes even $20. So it's not cheap. Okay. Where my daughter's toys or clay and all that is hardly a few cents. This is like $20, which my wife finds ridiculously expensive. Okay. But for me, I'm like, if it gives my child a little bit of education experience, no problem. So I was about to buy 10 of this, but then I just decided, why don't I ask my daughter? Oh, why don't I ask my wife? Sorry. So my wife came in and I was asking her, which one should I purchase? She told me, oh, better you ask baby, better you ask Helen. So I was like, okay, fine, you can ask her. So I called my daughter in and I showed her this 10 options and I said, I will buy all this. You would not believe, my daughter got so excited. She actually climbed on top of the table and the chair like a monkey, and she came and she was like, Papa, click here. She was actually telling me where to click, and I was like, okay. I clicked there and she told me, no, not this, can you go back? Okay, I went back and she told me specifically which one she wanted. There were 20 of them. I was planning to buy all. She pointed out at a specific one, and mind you, for me it looks all the same. The characters look the same, the color looks okay, blue or pink, it looks more or less the same. And I told her I will buy all. She said, no, buy me this one particularly. And I looked at it, I said, this is not so expensive. This is slightly cheaper. It's like maybe $10 or $8, whatever. She said, no, Papa, I want this. I was like, you sure? I'll buy. No, I don't want any of them. So I said, okay, fine. And I said, okay, you go now. Go. Okay? Me and Mama will talk. So when she went, I told my wife, I said, what is the difference between this and this and this? All look the same. She's like, no. She knows what she wants. So you buy her exactly what she wants. I said, I can speak to the seller and buy 20. Buy it in bulk, like many of them. She said, just don't buy, because she will not play with any of them. Just give her what she wants and she'll play that only. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, if that's the case. But then after it finished, when my wife went out, I ordered it, by the way. I was sitting and thinking to myself, if this is the impact a social media or a video has on my daughter, who is just 5 years old, where she is brutally sure exactly what brand she wants, what character she wants, what color she wants, which, animated, like, they all look the same to me. I'll tell you, if you were to, click and search this avatar dollhouse, it looks all the same. So I was really, really surprised. It's like, for example, they all look like dolls. They all look like dolls with big eyes, and they're all the same. But my daughter wanted a specific design. And I, out of curiosity, what I did is I did a little bit of search. I took another 15 of them, put them in a collage, as, I have Photoshop. I put different photographs, and I wanted to see if my daughter can spot the one that she liked. Okay, all of them are more or less the same color, everything. I called my daughter again. They were like 15, 16 on the screen. I said, okay, which one is yours? And you'd not believe, for a layperson like me or my wife, we couldn't see the difference. My daughter was able to pinpoint specifically which one it was. So the point I'm trying to make through this video is just see the impact that social media has on my daughter, on social media, on these YouTube videos, on the content that is being created. And thankfully, the content is decent, it's good, it's acceptable. But if this is what really impacts my 5-year-old, you can imagine when she'll be 10-year-old or when she'll be a teenager. And if we don't supervise or we're not careful what she watches, how much more will it impact? For a 5-year-old, she's very particular what she wants. And if I give her anything else, even if it's more expensive, she doesn't want it. Let this video be a cautionary tale, kind of a scary thing. Like, what are we up against, and what does the future hold for us? Because if this is how things are moving, really, I think we need to be very, very scared, very, very alert, and very afraid. Because as a parent, if you have kids like this who get influenced, man, it'll be impossible to change their mind if they're convinced about something. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. It's me signing off. You guys take care.